Welcome everybody, Felecias Five here, and we've got 5 detective riddles that will leave you stumped.
You're right.
We've got 5 riddles that range from easy to hard to test your detective skills. Now you have to be diligent here in explaining your reasoning for why you are arresting the culprit. If you're not, the real killer walks and you're fired. Think you've got what it takes? Then let's see what you've got.
Great. I think I got it.
A walk in the park, number 5. A crime has been committed at Anderson Avenue. The victim, Damon Reeves, was shot in the abdomen. There are no main suspects as of yet. There were, however, 2 witnesses to the crime. The first witness, John Black, said that he saw a man walking along the street who was suddenly shot in the stomach. The person John believed shot the victim was seen running from the scene. He had black hair, green eyes, and wore loose sweatpants just like the second witness, Thomas Richards. The police officer, after hearing this, went to Thomas and asked him to tell the story from his point of view. Thomas took a deep breath in and stated, "I was just walking around the park when I saw this man walking along the street. Suddenly, a guy came up from behind and shot him. I ran home as fast as I could." The policeman asked him to give a description of the murderer. Thomas said he has a thick beard, blonde hair, and blue jeans on, just like the first witness, John Black. The policeman heard this story and immediately arrested Thomas. How did he know Thomas was the shooter? You have 30 seconds to figure it out. Alright guys, your time is up. Okay, so here's the evidence you need to lock Thomas away. John Black, the first witness's story adds up. He described Thomas to a T. He stated he saw a man running from the scene, which is the only truth Thomas told in his story. And the victim was shot in the abdomen, meaning he couldn't have been shot from behind, as Thomas stated. Okay, so that one was a little easy. Let's try another one. Two funerals, number 4. Marla was attending her mother's funeral where she met a wonderful man. She was intrigued by the man and was interested in getting to know him a little better. As she was thanking everyone for coming, she realized she had not gotten the man's name or number. She asked her brother Christopher who he was, but he had no idea. She tried asking her cousins who were there, but she couldn't get his name. She continued life as normal, but then a week later, she murdered her older brother. Why? You have 30 seconds starting now. Do you think you figured it out? The answer is actually quite simple. Marla became so obsessed with seeing this man again that she snapped. She reasoned that if this charming man showed up at her mother's funeral, then he would show up at her brother's and ended poor Christopher's life. Footprints in the snow, number 3. Linda Lawson was found dead out in a field of snow. She was found lying on her back in a pool of her own blood. In her pockets was her ID card, 4 credit cards, $15, and a stick of gum. In the snow, there was only one set of footprints on the ground between 2 parallel lines. The shoe size of the footprint is a size 9 shoe. There are 4 people in her life who she is close to. Those people are Mark Smith, the victim's male friend. Stated that he asked her out before, but they decided to stay friends. He thinks she wouldn't date him because he was in a wheelchair. Stated that he thinks the victim's boyfriend did it because he was having an affair with Elena. He has no alibi. Wears a size 10 shoe. Corey Jane, the victim's boyfriend. He admits they were having problems. Seems to be very distraught over the whole incident. He doesn't know who could have killed her. He thinks it was a robbery or case of mistaken identity. Claimed to be with a friend during the murder. Asked for a lawyer during the interrogation. Wears a size 12 shoe. Elena Del Reese, the victim's former best friend. Stated that she felt horrible for everything. She admitted to cheating with her boyfriend Corey, but stated she would never kill her. She loved her like a sister. Claimed to be with Corey during the murder. Wears a size 6 shoe. Kiera Maltese, the victim's sister. She admits that they weren't very close. Did not seem very broken up about her sister's death. Offered no real details and was adamant about letting the police know she was nowhere near the crime scene. No alibi. Wears a size 9 shoe. Alright, detective, who should you be looking for? Well guys, if you did your homework correctly, you should have figured that Mark Smith was the marksman. The killer was someone she knew. The killer left no footprints, only parallel lines in the snow, lines similar to a wheelchair. Mark also had a motive. He figured if she didn't love him, she wouldn't love anyone anymore. Point and shoot, number 2. Ronald and Megan live peacefully in a house together, but one day Ronald shoots his wife. He then holds her underwater for more than 5 minutes. Finally, he hangs her. However, 10 minutes later, they go out and enjoy a wonderful dinner. How is that possible? Have you figured it out yet? Ronald is a photographer. He took the picture, dunked it in a solution, and hung it to develop. Cashing in his chips, number 1. Donald Zuniga is found dead in his hotel room in Las Vegas. Donald had just won over $500,000 in poker chips in the past hour. You and another detective begin working on the case and narrow it down to 3 people. 1. His girlfriend Ashley Dennison. 2. The housekeeper Mason Lattimore. And 3. His friend Craig Bailey. All of the suspects visited Donald before he was murdered. Your partner finds a note near a hotel calendar that has the numbers 34911011. He thinks it is a clue to the killer, but he just can't figure it out. Can you crack the code? The code 34911011 was found next to the calendar. As you know, there are 12 months in a year. You will need to match the number with the month. For example, January is 1, February is 2, March is 3, April is 4, May is 5, June is 6, and so forth. If you did this, you would find that Mason is actually the killer. Alright, that's it guys. If you liked the video, be sure to give us a thumbs up. Also, be sure to subscribe and leave us a comment and let us know if you got them all.
How the hell you gonna get fired on your day off?
If you didn't, hey, better luck next time, because we'll have more to come.